She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap.
The same curve. I always run over that. She's not respectable girl. He's can get it on. He's got the dong. He's got the dong. He can get it on. Dong.
Wow.
Dong.
Wow. Why do I look like a man? Really? So Pete's is probably en route. He's on his en route to Cornwall. I had like nothing for him. I just realized that. Like I didn't have any like muffins or Swedish berries, but he had made a snack last night. I went to bed way earlier than him. I don't stay up till 3, 4 in the morning. Oh no, my mom gave it to me. Ugh. Oh, by the way, Blanche is off. I don't like that name. Doesn't suit her. I can't figure out a name. You can vape if you want to. Yeah, I can do whatever the hell I want, right? Not good for me, and I need to quit the THC, I know, but I'm in survival mode. And this actually makes it worse. Well, I know for sure the edibles make it 100 times worse, but having a bit of vape just takes the edge off. Who's this now? Hold on. Phone call. Yeah, that was intake for some therapy, actually. So I had to do like a 5-minute intake thing. So I should have in a few days to a week my first appointment with a therapist. So Pete's is en route. I don't know if he's going to go live, but he didn't sleep good at all. That's why he only went to stay one night just to check out the room and that, but it's very small. The room has, so I went to bed at like maybe 10:30, 11. Told him to help himself. Today I woke up and cleaned a bit of my depression apartment. He'll figure the room out. Kanita, after my lease is over, I might actually like move out. Move out where? Bigger place, but maybe not. I don't know. Somewhere not as crackheady. No, I'm just joking. I know that I got an email like saying, or a comment, and I freaking blocked that person. Like they're like, I don't want to even mention the forum because I don't want to, but there's a forum that like document, like they try to like find out where you live and stuff. And they thought they found out where I live, but they didn't. So I assume you're in Vanya because you said crackhead. Maybe. Since I moved out of the villa, I'll be honest with you about something. Since I've been moved out of the villa, I had like a continuous guilt through the whole time, like moving to Kuwait all the way up until Syria. And I still do feel kind of guilty, like having Pete's move out on his own, and like, because like he just doesn't, like he literally is always alone, like always, always. I don't know. I would just be like, it's his choice. Yeah, I know. But I think if he had a choice between being completely alone or living with me, he would live with me. And I think it really, did something maybe he wasn't too, but he's very stoic and he just like, he accepts things in life. People trying to figure out where I live. I know it's so inappropriate and just so weird. But because of people like that, I can't show you my place. 32 vids removed. Actually, I've had vids restricted, or I've had one removed where I was talking about my eating disorder. I've had 2 age restricted or something like that. Whatever. No, I can't worry about something that's out of my control. And honestly, I understand them doing that. I don't think that they should, like the videos where I'm just talking about my struggles and they don't want to glorify eating disorders. Well, but you're stigmatizing them. You're like completely blocking them from the platform of people talking about them. They're not supposed to do that. But no, I understand their policy on that, whatever. If they remove some of my old mukbangs, whatever. It is censorship. They don't allow like people talking about their struggles with eating disorders. But basically somebody made a comment that they thought I lived like on Donald Street or something. And I had to go check just to make sure. Anyway, I don't even know why I care. If I get kicked out of a fucking building, whatever, I'll just move on. Like, I don't know, whatever. But no, I do care. I can't say that. I have to try my hardest to protect, like, everything. So I go and check. These people, like, analyze, like, the, the door frames around doors. Like, it's got to be a closet, not a bedroom, because it's 6 inches. And these people do this with their free time for fucking free, and they have the nerve to make fun of anybody. Like, what is wrong with your brain? And then they analyze the type of thermostat I have, and they try to find buildings that use that thermostat. Like, this is fucked. These people are crazy. It's not normal. I don't give a fuck, Netta, whatever. I'm never showing my place. And like I said, if they do, whatever, I'll deal with it. And then they're dumb because they're like, they sit there and they do all this shitty doxing and all this stupid racist shit and all this shit. So they just say, oh, we just post things. We don't touch the poo. You are the poo. But anyway, we don't touch the poo. Okay, but you do realize that they think that Gore World is the one who goes real life. But you do fucking realize in your small moronic brain that Gore World gets the information from your website most of the time. Oh, this is on the farms. This is on the farms. We got the address from the farms. Farms already found you. If you are like reading the farms for fun, you're fucked in the head. You're just as nasty, racist piece of shit like them. Some people in the forums I've seen, they like to be an asshole and they're proud of it. Okay, you think that's a flex? They need to grow up, that's all. They're probably like 20. So I have a Nintendo Switch, so if any of you have, like, I have a Switch 1. So I have the Mario Kart for the Nintendo Switch. If any of you want to Mario B's at some point. Well, it's Pete's Switch that I skeeved. He's gonna let me borrow it. He probably will move in the new year. Those couple days I saw my family. Then Pete's came over, so I've been with people and I've been busy. So I have to keep busy. Like tomorrow, I don't like it's a slate, a clean slate. Nobody's day should be a clean slate, like unless you have like a reason, you know, you're really ill, or I need to fill those days so that they have stuff in them. Jobs are good. I was gonna say that, Lisa, it's true. A job is good for that. You go out all day. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should get a job and come home and do a live stream. Or I make this a full-time organized job, like actually try to make it organized, like have a plan, like you know, every day some kind of content. Like I'm not rich and I don't have a car, and I've never actually, even when I had a car, I never actually took the time to explore the city of Ottawa. I can do challenges like every day, go out, like every day have like a routine, like get up, have like coffee, healthy breakfast, go like, you know, go for a small walk or something, or just get ready, have like a routine, and then you can go to work. So like take the bus 8 to like 5 or whatever, and like go explore somewhere, which would be super challenging, especially in the winter. Anyways, I'm only doing better today, but it comes and goes. Last night I was kind of depressed a little bit because it's like you go to bed, like it's just, I don't know what it is. I used to sleep with a man, a handsome man, and cuddle, and I don't have that anymore. So it's just sucks. I'm also gonna look into addictions services here. Yeah, because I need some coping skills. I need some help with THC, because I don't feel like I really can, like, I don't know if I really want to like stop completely. I get actual physical reactions, like I get really bad anxiety if I don't do it. Like I get the shakes, and like I just feel, you know, that anxiety feeling, and everything is just weird and messed up. I don't sleep very well. That's what I mean. If I'm in the Middle East, I don't care about THC. Don't know why. I once in a while think about it, but that's it, very briefly. I would just have my routine. It would be a comfort to me, and I was starting to really get into that routine. That's probably also part of the reason I'm having a hard time. It's just very different. Like, you know, I would do my chores or whatever, and then my chores, like the house duties that I had to do, whatever, you know, life shit. You wake up, you wash your face, it was different in Syria. I would wake up and like I would have to, you know, Salah usually plugged in the fridge. He was up usually a bit earlier than me. Plug the fridge, fill the water. It's so weird how easier of a life it is right now here. Like, he's actually a real buzzkill. No, buzzkill as in like he hates to see me burnt. So in Thailand, I was very giggly because of that. And he's like, I hate to see your face like this. Your eyes red. Is that why he went walking in Thailand? No, he wanted to go walking. He's physically able to move around. I wasn't really, which is really sad when I think about it. And actually, another motivator as to why I shouldn't go eat 5 pogos right now, because of the fact that, like, that's shameful. Like, I should be able to do things. And I'm not going to be too down on myself, though, and say, I mean, yes, I am down on myself about it. And like in a way that I realize it's serious. And I've wasted I could be doing a lot of things. So I want to get to a healthy point in my life for once. But it's just like, when I tell you, like, it's just so hard. And I know you're thinking, duh. Well, I'm not. No, I'm hung up on that. Like, I can't get over it. Like, what the hell? It's like literal, it'll almost kill you. Are you trying to get healthy to go back to Syria? No, I'm trying to get healthy to friggin' live my life. Become a YouTube journalist. Pretty sure if you had a history where you did coke, if you did coke or anything like that, you probably can't get any sponsorships. How would they know your past drug use? Because it's all visible on YouTube. Like, if somebody looks up me, Foodie Beauty, like an employer or a sponsor, potential sponsor, you know. Oh, Pete's just messaged me, said he's home. He didn't throw up, and he didn't even get particularly nauseous. Wow. So that's probably because I fed him a healthy meal. Pete gets motion sick, and moving vehicles in particular. So traveling with him being a travel buddy would not be a very good idea. My concern with Pete's moving is I don't trust myself. Like right now, if you ask me, I don't feel stable. Like I would want to give it a bit more time to make sure, like if I'm here in this country consistently for like half a year or to a year, then I would say, okay, and I'm going to be single, because I'm not going, if I'm moving in with Pete is not as just, yay, it's so simple, because it's not, because there's a lot to consider for him. So like I said, I had the guilt with moving out on him at the villa, you know, like I always felt like we would always be taken like there for each other. So basically I want to make sure that I am planning on what I'm doing for sure. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. That's the thing. Like, if you ask me right now, probably no. Like, I don't know. I'm very, like, I don't trust myself. I'm not stable, right? And I'm very, like, if Pete moves, it would have to be, like, we would have to commit to, like, being life partners. Like, platonic, like, just friends, but life partners. Because I can't have him move in. It's a big thing to move, you know, especially for him. And me too, but we, you know, and then have him all set up and leave his place. And where he has a pretty good deal, I find. He has a bigger room there. So I'm just thinking, you know, I want to be sure and not just rush into it. I want to be very sure. As much as I'd like to have the company, I'm not going to lie, but I think it's better to wait for his sake. Because I do not want, you know, like I would probably just end up living with him. Like if I ever wanted to not live with him again, like that's not an option. Do you think you'd ever go back to Syria? I honestly, if you ask me in this moment, no. But I don't know. Like I don't trust myself because my mind changes. Like I never thought that all of the things I've done the past few years in my life, if you asked me a few years ago, in every different era, if you asked me if I saw the next era coming, I would think you're ridiculous. If you ask me about my future, I can't tell you. We're going to call my future inconnu, which is French for uncertain. Would Salah come to Canada? No, I don't know. He said it's no now, so. What do you mean, why am I talking about Salah? I'm not talking about him. Because I'm saying what I'm saying, Shrock. Like, what does it matter to you? Salah was somebody, part of my life for 3 years. Like, if I'm going to talk, I'm not talking bad about him at all, and I won't. Like, I'm not going to also talk anything more personal about our life, like, you know, like, whatever. But if I have something to say about that time of my life, I'm going to say it. For munchies tonight, I have sugar-free berry Coke, dill pickles, Great Value brand. And I'm trying something new tonight. Instead of ketchup, I'm going to try putting my grilled cheese in salsa for my grilled cheese. You know who I feel like? You know in 90 Day Fiancé, the old fat contestants who go with a younger guy, how everything ends up going with them. And I have a lemon meringue pie snack pack. Honestly, I don't want to talk about like Salah like a lot, you know. I just want to keep things secret, like about our relationship, and you know, because I promised hate green grapes, and I really want to try in my self-improvement to have my word mean something to me, because I don't like think that I'll ever be a person who will have like very many material things. Like I'm not getting any more furniture. I'm gonna go look at the garbages and see if there's anything free, but I'm not buying anything else. I have basic furniture because like having lived in Syria, honestly, like, and just having lived outside of the West, I just find, because even Kuwait, like it was much more of a rich lifestyle than Syria, but in some ways not really, you know, like where we lived. We didn't live in like the rich areas, so we lived in the common areas. And when you live with less, you do fine with it, and then you live in excess and you find it excessive, and I just don't want to, you know. I definitely see that error in my life. I see the error of my ways with, you know, financial stuff, and like I still err a lot in that way, and I'm still having trouble forcing my brain to accept that this is the new reality. Does part of me want to go back? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, of course it does. Actually, Kate, I don't actually want to like live there, like with the conditions. Really, honestly, I prefer these ones, but there's things I prefer over there. There's things I like about both places. Whoop, chins. Do you know that whenever people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them I'm unemployed because that's easier. Anyway, my froze the bacon. I have to like eliminate it from my diet completely. I have OCD, and for some reason, like I have to eat 5 pogos at a time. Her memberships are gone. Really? That's not good if that's true. I feel really bad for her. That's bad. Well, maybe they'll do this to my channel too. Who knows? And then it will be see you later, guys. The Pogo mukbang was probably a bad call. Probably. Should I delete this after? I don't know. I'm getting worried now. Okay, where's the proof that she's demonetized? I should private my mukbangs? I think it's better to delete them. Because if they're on YouTube, they can still see them. Okay, well, I'm gonna go lay down, I think. Bye-bye.